Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Tonight we're checking into a world where rest and relaxation turn into restless nights and terror. We're talking about motels, those beacons of temporary comfort on long, lonely roads. But behind those flickering neon signs and faded vacancy signs, sometimes hide dark secrets. Tonight, we delve deep into 6 horrifying true motel stories that will make you think twice before booking your next stay. From hidden cameras and blood-soaked carpets to vanishing guests and things that go bump in the night, these stories will chill you to your core. So grab your room key, keep the lights on, and prepare yourself for a terrifying journey. Just remember, if you hear a knock at the door after midnight, don't answer. Our first story brings us face to face with a fear we all share. The thought of being watched in what should be the privacy of our own room. Imagine this. You and your partner, exhausted after a long day on the road, finally pull into a roadside motel. It's late, you're tired, and the flickering neon sign is the only sign of life for miles. You check in, ignoring the musty smell and the dated decor, eager to just close your eyes.
Around 3 a.m., you wake up. Something doesn't feel right. Your eyes dart around the room, finally settling on the painting hanging on the wall. There, behind it, you see it. A faint glimmer, almost imperceptible. Curiosity overrides your fear, and slowly, cautiously, you remove the painting. Revealed behind it is a small, almost unnoticeable peephole, and through that peephole you see an eye staring back at you.
Our first story brings us face to face with a fear we all share. The thought of being watched in what should be the privacy of our own room. Imagine this. You and your partner, exhausted after a long day on the road, finally pull into a roadside motel. It's late, you're tired, and the flickering neon sign is the only sign of life for miles. You check in, ignoring the musty smell and the dated decor, eager to just close your eyes.
Around 3 a.m., you wake up. Something doesn't feel right. Your eyes dart around the room, finally settling on the painting hanging on the wall. There, behind it, you see it. A faint glimmer, almost imperceptible. Curiosity overrides your fear, and slowly, cautiously, you remove the painting. Revealed behind it is a small, almost unnoticeable peephole, and through that peephole you see an eye staring back at you.
Our next tale takes us down a deserted highway, to a budget motel that stands alone, shrouded in an unsettling silence. We meet a weary traveler, seeking refuge for the night. He checks into room 213, a seemingly ordinary room, save for a strange, almost metallic smell clinging to the air. As he unpacks, his eyes are drawn to the floor. Near the bed, dark, almost black stains mar the worn carpet.
The stains are unsettling, seemingly defying any explanation. Disturbed, he heads down to the front desk, reporting the stains to the clerk. But instead of concern, a look of pure terror washes over the clerk's face.
Imagine checking into a motel, the humdrum of a business trip your only companion. You meet your neighbor, a friendly face in a sea of strangers. But this is no ordinary motel. One night, the silence is shattered by a scream. Your neighbor's voice filled with terror. A thud follows.
Concern compels you to act. You knock urgently, but there's no answer. Only eerie silence. The next morning you inquire about your neighbor. The response chills you.
Our next story takes us deep into the heartland of America, to a small, forgotten motel where whispered warnings echo through the halls.
A young backpacker filled with the spirit of adventure checks into this desolate motel. The owner, his face etched with years of worry, issues a chilling warning. Stay out of room 8.
Curiosity, as it so often does, gets the better of the backpacker. He peeks into room 8, expecting to find something sinister, something obviously amiss. But the room appears ordinary, almost disappointingly so.
I shrugged off the warning, chalking it up to local lore or the ramblings of an eccentric owner. But later that night, as I lay in my own room, the silence was broken by a cacophony of sound. Loud banging emanated from room 8, each crash sending shivers down my spine.
Imagine this. You're a woman traveling alone, the open road your only companion. You check into a motel, its neon sign a beacon in the encroaching darkness. It's not much, but it's a place to rest your head, a temporary haven from the road.
But in the dead of night, my haven became a prison. 2 a.m. The world outside was silent, but inside my room, a soft knock on the door shattered the stillness. I woke with a start, my heart pounding in my chest. A woman's voice, muffled by the door, announced herself as housekeeping. She was there to clean my room.
Confusion washes over you. Housekeeping at 2 a.m.? It makes no sense. Our final story tonight takes us on a family vacation, a journey meant to be filled with laughter and joy. But even in the most familiar of settings, terror can lurk in the shadows, unseen, unheard, but ever present. Picture this. A family of 4 checks into a roadside motel. As the children settle into the room, their youngest child can't shake a feeling of unease. He points to the corner of the room, his small voice filled with fear. "There's a man standing there," he whispers, his eyes wide with terror. The parents, though slightly unnerved, dismiss his claims. It's just an overactive imagination, they assure themselves, the product of a long day on the road. But deep down, a seed of doubt is planted. So there you have it. 6 terrifying tales from the world of motels, where comfort can quickly turn to terror, and every flickering light casts long shadows of doubt. These stories remind us that even in the most ordinary of places, darkness can lurk, and the things that go bump in the night are often all too real. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling stories. Stay safe, and remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't see.